Hi, everybody. This is the bit where I live up to my reputation of being a meanie because I have to stop your conversations. I'm so sorry. If we can just bring our conversations to a close on your table. If your facilitators could just start pulling your notes together, and we will gather in all of the notes from the facilitators and the notes that were made on the table. So if I could just have everyone's attention this way, okay? So just to finish us off this afternoon, just to kind of call things to a conclusion, let me say a huge thank you to each and every person that's been a part of today. Myself and members of the council have been wandering around and listened to some incredibly rich and useful discussions, so thank you again for all of that. We'll gather in all of those notes, so please do make sure that they've captured your thoughts well, and we will be drawing up a summary note of the meeting. I want to thank in particular our illustrator in residence, Linda, who has been an incredible job over there, busy capturing everything that we've kind of discussed. And images will be shared on our digital platform of what Linda's captured. Please look out for that. They're always kind of items of great beauty and insight all on their own, but please do check it out before you go, because it really is something special. Our final meeting of 2019 will be held on the 25th of September in Edinburgh. So that will be our next and final meeting of this year. And that is where that we will start to share some of our emerging thinking as an advisory council with you, start to share with you what some of the big themes are that have been developing over this period that we've drawn from our kind of research, from the work with you and our collaborations. And then we'll gather more insight from you about that in September before we then move into writing our second report and recommendations for delivery to the First Minister by the end of the year, so by December. Okay, so that's the timeline that we're working towards. Please do share the work of the Advisory Council and our digital platform and our tools with your colleagues and friends in your own communities and your own networks. Take forward your own wee circles if you're interested in doing that with our spotlights. It's a great excuse to just get some people together for a bit of a blether. You can put donuts and pizza and all sorts of things in there, whatever you like. But please do. And people are having them in their workplaces, they're having them at lunch breaks, people are doing them in their communities. I'm still determined that, and during the period of me being chair of this advisory council, there will be a men's shed in Scotland that will start on a wee circle, okay? Anybody knows a men's shed that we can talk to, let us know. But please do if you'd like to kind of set one up. And keep the conversation going online using the hashtag #GenerationEqual. So that's the one we're using, and feel free to add any CWG to that. And a bit of a personal plea from me, if you are discussing these issues online, in the immortal words of Bill and Ted, please be excellent to each other. Immediately after this event, we are hosting our first ever youth circle. So a bit of a new project for us, with young people from across Scotland exploring the questions we've discussed today, but we're going to, well, the young people are going to be working with artists, and that work has been led by Katie and Suki and others that have been involved in the council. So we're really excited to be starting that. It does mean that we need to kind of reset this room as well, so we may be working around you while you're continuing your networking, but just carry on, it's fine. And to finish off, I'd like to share with you an extract with you from the book Letters to the Future. It was published by the Hay Festival Press, and it's from a letter called I Wish by Laura Bates, the founder of the Everyday Sexism Project. I'm sure many of you are aware of that work. And in that letter, Laura has been focusing on what we might say to the next generation. Tell us what to teach our daughters, they ask. I refuse. I won't. I will not teach you how to jump higher and higher over the hurdles that life puts in front of you. But I will fight like a tiger to move the hurdles out of your way. Imagine a world where none of this is normal, when an all-male panel looks strange and uneven, when posters telling women how to avoid rape are laughable, where the notion of a chemistry set just for boys is utterly bizarre. Imagine a world where unequal parliaments are strange, where businesses run just by men are abnormal, where sexual violence is an aberration instead of wallpaper. When will we see the strangeness and the futility and the limitations of it all? This will be a world where we look back and marvel at how we went on like this for so long, where we laugh at how silly it all was. Imagine a world where this is a thing of the past. I wish you that world. Thank you, everybody, and go well.